Ladies and gentlemen, it is once again my distinct pleasure to welcome you down to the very heart of music in Virginia, Clean Studios, for another episode of your favorite podcast, the Biscuits and Gravy Podcast.
Yes, sir. Back again.
I brought with me, as always, my trusty companion, Tonto.
What?
From the Lone Ranger.
Breeze in the house.
Yeah, either way. We're always bringing you the best music that Roanoke's got to offer, and we have another excellent guest for you this afternoon. Tonight, we will be talking to just some random dude. Yeah, not a guy off the street, but an artist named just some random dude. And to start off our episode, he's going to be performing For My Life. So enjoy.
Let's get it.
I'm outstanding in my field. I posture in pastures. I pasture a level of existence. I'm a posthumous rapper. You play possum, get splattered. I pray all of this matters. Can't take the thought of being an old gray, long-witted chatterbox, having thoughts scattered without merit or any purpose. Sediment is to rock through these sedimentary verses. Evident I rehearse this. Never could be a nervous wreck when I'm in a circuit. Electrical with the current. Better than any person you've ever seen on this earth. And I'm better than any extraterrestrial. My metaphor is always working. Like, what the fuck do I gotta say? I still hit them corners on holidays. Holla back, hollandaise, still egg on my face. Stop and pray, stop and frisk, got me jaded as fuck. I'm not okay with the luck, I gotta make it on skill. Jesus ain't operating the will, I'm contemplating to kill. That's 30 seconds to Mars. A method man, I'd even catch Jared Leto off guard. Said I'm better at all, you ain't better at squat. Way I'm bending them words, like I'm bending them bars. That's 4 plates beside, set the table for 9, I eat last. Had to make sure that you all good. I ain't putting emphasis on just making it rhyme. Like that scheme to get there, I'm taking my time. Putting me back on the pedestal, I never benefited from a Benadryl, been on my bullshit. I don't remember you, I'm unforgettable. Let me get better and set up the pins just to knock them down. Who got the crown? Who wanna rumble for the title? And I hear not a sound. Chop it down, waka flocka. This shit here, this shit called death. This dad back on my fucking disrespect. Made a country album to prove I'm Virginia's best, bitch. I got too many rappers I can cuss about. Not too many cousins I could rap about. Too many mechanics who ran into trouble and fumble pulling the toolie when they trying to yank a ratchet out. Tragic how I must dubiously claim through all life's cruelty and abuse and all the pain. One day this incredible supercomputer of a brain will cease functioning. The beautiful loser will be maimed. My only hope, just some random dude to be a name. Now without scrutiny, it's communicated great. From the bars that I drop to the music that I make. And even if I don't, I keep it moving either way. I'm that dirty representative, native to the tribe, but I'm rallying Southwest Virginia. I've been eating and lately the ops have been getting thinner. Killing instrumentals till they book me at the Civic Center. Shit's beginner is elementary, Watson. You enter the winter, then you must relinquish that jog, and I'm talking that ODB. You know me, G, don't tick me off. Known to make a homie flee. My spot's the core is rustic, potpourri. Dark browns over greens, cottage core. Don't believe I'm done. There's a lot in store, cause I use the blood of my enemy to mop the floor. This shit easy. How I do it and look pretty. I ain't got no country grandma, my abuela from the city. I ain't got no mother stand, my mother was from the city. Ain't got no double standards, nobody is fucking with me, on God. R.I.P. Von Mars still screaming out till they put me annotating on genius.com. I ain't taking it easy, I really mean I drop bombs like boom. Shakalaka. All I wanna do is zoom, put that ass in my face, I'ma watch ya. Just salivating, agitated. You keep shaking that ass, I'll take it to the house. Get naked, lie down. Call me a munch, put that thing on my mouth. You ain't know by now. Baby, find out from the bed to the shower, kitchen table, and the couch, till the neighbors find out my government name. Still go dumb, ain't a fucking thing changed. Still go dumb like I'm a strange and inept motherfucker, but I love it that way. It's like, Wody, I got something to say. I grew up in the slums of the 90s, and I ain't finna let my daughter see the same. You can check the grind, it ain't hard to find me, I'm working. So Roanoke, can we turn them lights out? Clean studios one time with them lights out. High school teacher told me to pipe down. You gon' get a write-up for everything you write down. I hit him with the rock eyebrow. I just had a kid with the wife now. Sorry baby, AP, turn the lights out. I'm finna black out if I pick up a white owl. Bet I'm gonna get it right now. From the trap house where it ain't never nice out. I sag my pants, I can't afford a size down. But I ain't just rapping like the lights out. Why pow when it ain't nothing to cry about? I just had a kid with the wife now. 17 years for the fun of it, but it's 2024, I'm rapping for my life now. I hope you're okay, I hope you're okay, I hope you're okay, I hope you're
Ladies and gentlemen, that's right. You know the name. You know the game. It's the #1 music podcast in anywhere. I mean, I don't know of any other music podcasts.
Me neither.
This is Biscuits and Gravy. I am your host, Eric Reynolds.
Yeah.
Of course, this is Brighton Dogwish, not Tonto, as I introduced him earlier.
Terrible.
But it was like Lone Ranger wears the mask. Just some random dude wears the mask.
This is true.
It's kind of a, there's strings.
I like it. I like it. You prepared.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And like I said, our guest on the other couch is just some random dude.
Welcome.
What the fuck is up?
Welcome, brother.
Thank you guys for having me.
Glad to have you.
Before we even get started, I wanted to hold off on this for a minute.
What the hell's what? Yes. Oh
But-
shit.
I am a proper guest. I know that if I am invited somewhere, I have to bring something. So for you guys, whenever, doesn't need to be right now.
Wow.
Yeah, get those out here.
I mean,
oh my
I mean.
it's
right.
gonna be right now. It's gonna be right
And
now.
I-
That's incredible.
And I will have one. I'll crack it open for a little
There it
ASMR.
goes. Yeah,
That
there you
is-
go.
Next level.
Just some
Wow.
random dude with the
All
amenities.
right.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, this is
Wow.
I'm very, as you know, I talk a lot. This is a verbal medium, and I'm
To
very
the
often
mic,
at
to
a
the
loss
mic.
for words, and I'm totally at a loss for words. This is incredible.
For my folks listening at home, not watching, just some random dude pulled out a handle of white rum Bacardi, a 2-liter of Coke, and what is that? Is that lime juice?
lime
Yeah,
juice.
we'll get a little Cuba.
That's
Libre.
lime
I mean,
juice.
good. I mean, good God. Set that down real
He
quick.
hasn't-
We're
hasn't
mixing
forgotten about
drinks
a thing.
now.
And here I am drinking beer like some kind of
Just
medieval
some
peasant.
random dude came in here,
Like
like
some
just
kind of
spice
medieval
things up.
peasant.
No diddy.
Look at this.
Well, free Diddy.
let him go.
What do you mean by that?
Let him go. Let him go. He made wait, what's that song you made?
Batman can't get
What's
him.
the song with the Sting sample that the Sting?
I'll be
Sting
missing
pays
you.
him?
Yeah.
He paid Sting what, $2,000 a day? Is it $2,000
That
every
was
single day?
That was the. I don't know if it's a rumor or not.
No, that's true. Sting's
Is it
confirmed
true?
it on multiple occasions.
Well, there you go.
Said it put his kids through college.
All right, hit me.
All right,
Let's get into it.
just some random dude. Obviously, this is a first for us. As slightly vain people who go into the enterprise of taking videos of themselves and posting them to the internet, I've had to get accustomed to my face being projected in all kinds of
what a lead in.
terrible angles. And as is Brighton, and any of the guests that we subject to this podcast. But you operate artistically under the guise of anonymity. and you've assumed kind of a persona. And as people that are at home, I'll tell you that aren't watching but are listening. He's wearing a shiesty mask. He is hiding his identity from us and from the world.
The custom.
It's custom shiesty. Nobody else has got those.
Not that we've seen.
I've never seen anybody else with their own shiesty.
I have not.
Yeah, man, it's exclusive. You get them down at Valley View.
Shout out Valley View. Shout out Valley View. I need to go get my own shiesty.
So just some random dude. Why do we disguise ourselves like this on camera in other ways?
Yeah, well, that's a great question. Thank you for that question.
Of course.
And I'm going to answer that question. No, I actually there's two reasons that I operate under the anonymity of just some random dude. And first and foremost, I think like when I think of myself and in my attempt of like ego death, I am trying to not see myself as an important person. Right? Like I know that I do a lot of things in my life that are, very important to my family and my loved ones and my friends and in the community and in the culture. But I myself, who I am behind my music, behind who I am with the art and shit like that, it's not important. What I put on the forefront of everything is the art itself. Who I am, right? Like I think I'm a conventionally attractive dude, but I don't want that to be a selling point.
Right.
I don't want who I am in my job to be a selling point. I don't want my fucking resume to influence people listening. I want them to hear the music and be like, damn, this motherfucker's dope.
Yeah.
And in the same kind of, like, it's two sides of the same coin, but the dichotomy is that just some random dude is also a stand-in for the everyman, to where when I spit something, I want every random dude to feel that. Because, I mean, and forgive me if I'm coming at either of y'all, but when you're at work, you're kind of just a regular fucking dude. You're just a fucking regular dude. Nobody's special. So when you hear the shit that I'm saying, I'm not talking, I mean, shit, I brag, I do some braggadocious bullshit, but I'm not talking about the types of things that typical rap music is talking about, right? Like I try to keep it focused on my reality and the reality of the people working 9 to 5s and putting in 40-hour weeks.
Yeah.
So like I don't want people to know who I am, and I want to be a spokesman for everyone else.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. I think it's because right now, I mean, we live in a social media age, right? So everything is about kind of self-promotion, whether it's like a LinkedIn page or, an Instagram page. Like everybody's trying to turn their image into money. And I think the idea of just, creating under anonymity and using that as a way to kind of communicate to people who feel similarly faceless, in their daily lives. Like, I know what it's like to walk around and be around a lot of people and not feel like anybody's like seeing you, and it's cool to listen to someone that's making music like you that's kind of speaking to that.
I think a concept that I you hear about and then you forget about and then you hear about it, and every time you hear about it, it like hits you like a brick shit house. And the other day I was thinking about like Sonder, where, like you're realizing that every single person is living a life just as complex with as many kind of fucking different little intricacies as yours.
Yeah.
And it puts things into perspective where it's like, if I am making music that someone else hears and they say, fuck man, that's what I'm feeling, but I'm not able to say, then I'm doing my job.
It's interesting.
How long have you been, have you always done it like this throughout your, like musical career?
No. So I've been rapping for 17 years.
Wow.
Right. Like, and not like, middle school, high school, cafeteria type of rapping. Like I came up in the MySpace era. How old are you guys?
25.
I'm 30. So like when I started rapping, I was posting shit on MySpace and on rap forums, just like in miscellaneous spots on the internet.
Yeah.
So for 17 years, I operated under a street name. I won't say the street name because I don't want anyone looking me up, this, that, and the third. But I did that for like, I want to say 12, 13 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then when I moved here to Roanoke, I realized that I kind of wanted a clean slate, like a fresh start.
Yeah.
And that's when I started going to open mics and putting out music under just some random dude.
Yeah, I think that's really cool because, I mean, there's an element of research to what we do to try to, like, figure out what to ask people, ways to go. So sometimes I'll come in here kind of thinking that I have a pretty good idea of, what a person's going to be like or what they're going to say. And that's, that I shouldn't do that. But, a lot of times that's kind of what we've been conditioned to do because we spend so much time on the internet. So running into kind of your stuff, like, it's cool that it's really all I was able to find is just some random dude. And I kind of limited myself to that because I was like, this is, it's a cool opportunity to bring someone in here and have no like knowledge of kind of where you came from and how you started making music. And it's been cool. So I'm excited to get to know you. And
well, I'm like I said, I'm excited to be here. I think I was talking about briefly before we started rolling about how, like, a lot of the times when I walk into, like, buildings, I might say something that is either off color and, like, gets people looking at me sideways. So to have the opportunity to fucking be here and to, like, be a little positive and talk about who I am rather than who some people might perceive me to be.
Yeah, that's I feel that too. Sometimes it's like sometimes you can just be like a kind of forward person that that it likes to use humor to endear yourself to people and kind of like say something that people are like, oh, that's maybe off color, and then they'll have to get to know you. Like, I've experienced that in the workplace, so I'm glad that we get to kind of show people who just some random dude really is, in a manner of speaking.
Have you faced any backlash from the just being anonymous like that? Have you ever heard somebody like, damn, why do you do that, man? Like, I wish you would do that. Do you ever get any backlash from it, or is everybody usually like, oh, that's kind of dope?
Well, yeah, I think a lot of people appreciate it, at least, or like they understand it, even if they don't appreciate it. Right? Like, I know that I've missed out on opportunities because people just don't know who I am. And like,
Right.
I honestly, you walk into a room and you introduce yourself as just some random dude, or someone says, hey, this is just some random dude. That's out of your mind already because no one fucking, it doesn't have the flashy boom, 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 name on the marquee type of atmosphere to it. So, like, I know that some people don't get it right away, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. I'm here to make the music and the art that speaks to me.
Right.
And so if someone else is like, hey man, you should fucking show your face on social media.
Yeah.
You should fucking show your face on the podcast. Ba ba ba. Like, if you don't like it, man, fucking change the channel.
That's it.
Great answer.
Great
like
answer.
That. I had to know.
Great answer.
But that's not to say I perform mostly bareface.
Yeah.
So if you want to see what this ugly mug looks like, come to a fucking show.
Come
see the show.
come see me.
Come see
Come
the
see
show.
me.
I'm normally up there. All right, I'm not the type of dude lounging in the back, fucking quiet.
The blur comes later.
The blur comes later.
I mean, that's the thing. Is like it's not like you're one of these people that puts the mask on and is like silent, like Daft Punk or like Marshmallow style. Like you don't perform with the mask, and you bring a lot of energy, and you're very kind of you've got a lot of. I mean, I think this is a good segue into this. Clean had the open mic a couple months ago.
He did.
And the crowd vote of performance of the night was just some random dude.
Killed it.
And actually won it in a what would you call it? A song off, performance off.
Yeah, they had to
Playoff.
go. The two top
Yeah, it was
guys.
two guys tied, and it was
Shout out Zoom, who was
Shout
also
out
on
Produced by Zoom.
the finale of last season.
Yes.
So now we have the winner of the event. But
We
yeah,
have
no,
the winner
it
of the
was,
event. No,
it was a battle.
he brought the energy.
Straight battle.
It was there was a lot of performers that really brought their A game because Max added that element of the fan
Right.
vote. And I got to say I was definitely really impressed with your performance.
As a fellow performer, I was like, damn, he
he
outdid my
brought it.
ass as a
He
guy who
brought
was
it.
on the stage. So I
He
give
brought
credit
it.
where credit is due. The man, he left it all out there.
Yeah, and I mean, and like, shout out Zoom, big time. But when it comes down to like me performing, I am so hyper competitive that once Max told me, hey, there's gonna be a crowd vote, I was locked in. It was like, I'm gonna have fun and I'm gonna enjoy everyone performing, but like, when the fucking mic turns on and I step up, I'm coming for fucking heads, dude.
That's
That's the mentality.
that was exactly why I was so excited when Max told me that that's what they were doing, because that's that mentality will bring out the best in people. It's like stepping onto the court, for Game 7.
That's what rap was built on.
It really
rap
is
competitive. I've said this in other episodes.
No
other genre is as competitive as rap hip hop.
That's why
I
wanted to ask you, because you've got the bars, and it reminds me a little bit kind of battle rapping almost, kind of the way that your punchlines hit. I want to ask you if you ever done any battle rapping.
Back in high school, and this is actually such a fucking interesting thing. Back in high school, I battle rapped a gentleman who, I shit you not, name was Robert Roberts. Not his stage name. His name was Robert Roberts.
I love it.
So shout out Robert Roberts, wherever the fuck you are right now. But this was like back when high school still was trying to implement the strict rules of like no hats, no bubble gum, But we like snuck a phone into the lunchroom and we were battle rapping, and I got caught and I got a fucking out of school suspension because of it.
For battle rapping?
Well, I mean, not for the act of battle rapping,
right.
for what I was saying.
Oh, for the
for
bars.
the substance, yeah.
So I mean, the bars were hitting.
But that's what battle rap is.
That is what battle rap is. I mean,
battle rap is like
at our high school there were some very specific rap battles that I remember.
Battle raps crossed the line.
They were in the boys' bathroom.
Yeah,
and they were.
That's a great place to be.
They were extraordinarily transgressive.
I orchestrated them.
Brighton
Let's
was
go back to the boys' bathroom
about that. Actually,
I was the ringleader of this whole deal.
To paint the scene for the listener.
Well, for a random dude, maybe again you remember the era. We had did you have the resource officer in the school?
I couldn't tell you what
like the
that
cop
is.
on duty.
My senior year.
Okay.
Before that, they just let us run loose.
So that was a big deal with ours. Really cool guy. Shout out Deputy Hicks.
Shout out
whatever
Deputy.
the fuck you're
Deputy
doing.
Hicks.
I know you're listening.
Whatever the fuck you're doing. Yeah, so we would I would orchestrate this. I'd have this guy, and I'd be like, yo, we're going to set up a battle. I need you to battle my guy after lunch today.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, okay, cool, I'll do it. So, I mean, sometimes I couldn't get guys. So I'd be like, look, man, I'll pay you $20.
You're like a fight
take
promoter.
a dive. Take a dive, battle our guy.
You're like the Dana White.
Yeah, we would go to different bathrooms
guys
in
battle
different
rapping.
locations across the school because, they caught on to it. So the resource officers are showing up to the first bathroom. All right, cool, let's move it upstairs. We're upstairs the next day, and so forth. So we just keep doing that.
So we're shouting out Deputy Hicks, but he was kind of a dick.
No. Great guy. He's just like...
He's more confused.
No, he opens up when he
it is technically a fire hazard.
When he busted us, no diddy. He pause. He'd open the door, and he would be like, "Fellas, what's going on in here?" So it's kind of like that. But
I imagine that's not like.
But no out of school suspensions.
Well,
yeah.
I think back in the day, it was like always that the teachers would kick down the doors and they'd find kids smoking in the bathroom and shit like that, which is like kind of like a badass thing that our parents used to do. But like busting down the door and seeing people like, yo, you walk into my face, and like that's not nearly as cool as smoking in the bathroom.
It's
you make a good point.
Unfortunately,
you make a great point.
It's not. They need to bring that back. Honestly, let the kids smoke cigarettes.
Let the kids smoke. You know what, man? I'm
weird
actually
stances tonight.
Let the kids smoke cigarettes.
I'm actually I don't vape really, and I did a Zyn for the first time maybe like 2 weeks ago, and I thought I was gonna fucking die.
Same.
Yeah.
But you know what, man? I think rather than trying to ban those types of things, we should accelerate into them.
That's leaning.
So like my daughter is 14 months old, right?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
The next thing we do is we put the pacifier and we put a little Zyn in there, and
That's it. Get her
she's
going.
good to go,
Get
man.
her ready to go. Yeah. What
No,
flavor?
I'm
What
sorry,
flavor would
baby.
you recommend?
I love you. I love you. No chew. No none of that shit.
No.
No
Where's
this
nicotine.
gone?
That would be incredible.
Yeah, but let the kids smoke at least.
let the kids smoke.
Kids
That's
smoke.
what I'm saying. You know.
That's the title of the episode.
it's
Let the
honestly
kids
like-
smoke, guys.
It's like the King of the Hill episode where he catches Bobby smoking cigarettes. He's like, Bobby, you're gonna smoke this whole carton of cigarettes, and he sits down and makes Bobby chain smoke a whole carton of cigarettes. He throws up.
Yup. Can I ask if y'all smoke?
I don't smoke cigarettes. I have before, and they're very cool. I like them a lot, but they're one of those things where I like them too much, so I save them for special occasions.
I want to say the first and only time I had ever smoked a cigarette, I was leaving a Kegs and Eggs back in college, and I was asking people. I was trying to take a hit, and I was like, "Hey, man, anyone smoking?" They're like, "Yeah, they're outside in the front porch smoking." So I'm like thinking out there, I'm gonna go feel a little nice and something like that, and I'm like, "Hey, y'all smoking?" I'm already pretty messed up, and they're like, "Yeah," and I was like, let me get a hit. And they were like, it's the end of it. And I was like, no, don't worry. So I hit it, but like I'm already pretty fucked up. And I look down at it, and it's just like the last little slobber-infused cigarette butt. And I remember looking down, I was like, fuck, man, what has my life turned to? So I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke.
Not a great experience.
No.
There are
I
a
don't
couple
smoke in general.
situations. There are only a couple situations where I could actually recommend a cigarette. And that's me with my medical background as a doctor.
Yeah, where did you say you graduated from again? Was it Harvard?
The joke is what the joke from Community is that he went to Columbia Law School, but it was like Columbia the country. So yeah, I went to Columbia Medical School in Medellin. No, but on an empty stomach, you know, with a nice cup of coffee, when you're going through a terrible heartbreak, one of those cigarettes.
Again, I'm sorry.
Out on the front porch. No, I mean it happens to everyone. It's just one of those things. But that's when you would smoke a cigarette. You know,
Cool.
It's not just for like every day, and God forbid, it's not for halfway through your office job shift. But it is absolutely. There are certain moments where you can only punctuate it with a cigarette. And that comes from someone that does not smoke. But you got to have one on hand, you know? I mean, God forbid, what if the fucking comet's falling out of the world?
To each their own.
You know, and it's like the moon's crashing into Earth and it's fucking Armageddon and shit. And you're like, well, you know, now would be the time to smoke a cigarette.
Yeah. That'd be a cool way to go.
That'd be a great way to go. Yeah, it's very like, at least, you know, you're the star in your own movie. You know, go out hard.
Yeah, not a cig guy. I can't co-sign.
Yeah.
Never have had one, though. I guess you can't knock some till you try
a guy, now, to preface this is coming from a guy who smokes Black and Milds.
This is also fair.
Yeah.
Who loves a Black and Mild.
And
On
Dr. Reynolds
occasion.
says
On
cigarettes are
occasion.
okay. So
Randomly.
In the right context. In the right context.
I take the who is it? Who said they smoked but they didn't inhale? Who said that?
That's Bill Clinton.
Yeah, that's what I did.
He said that was pot though.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Black and Mild.
He was like, "Yeah, I smoked, but I didn't inhale.
it's not bad.
Yeah, she gave me a blowjob, but I didn't come. I didn't bust. I swear to God, America, I didn't even come." That's crazy. Shout out Bill Clinton.
Yeah, shout out Bill Clinton, Deputy Hicks.
Deputy.
Shout out
Zoom.
Deputy Hicks.
Shout out Zoom.
Who would have thought
Robert
that
Roberts.
Shout out Robert Roberts.
What a name that is.
Yeah.
Robert Roberts.
Hey, and realistically, like, I'm always trying to fucking attribute what I've done in life and in music, because music is so closely related to my life, to the people that gave me a start. And even though Robert Roberts dropped like the worst verse in high school battle rap history,
you know, remember
still
any of the bars?
No, but I remember him. Like one of my friends caught a stray, Wajahat, and Waj had like big old fucking dummy ears, and he said something like, "Waj, you got satellite ears." hold on, because then he dropped it with "Would you get cable on those?" And Waj was like, "No, dude, they're satellite." And we were all like, "Fucking moron! Shut the fuck up, Robert."
Damn, he shut him down. You had like the crew that was ready with the.
That's hard
yeah.
if it made sense.
With the kickback too. That's
kinda hard
amazing.
if it made sense. Damn.
But yeah. So,
sorry to interrupt.
So like no. Like Robert Roberts. I mean, there was a lot of people growing up that and you know, like it brings me to the point of competition, where I think about how we're fuck man. It's so corny to be like, we're in a society today, but like it is an era where people are so supportive of each other.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'll touch a little bit more on that in a moment. But everyone is so supportive of each other that you almost get fucking caught up with a bunch of yes men. And like
So true.
We've talked
I
about that.
appreciate when people tell me this don't work, this doesn't move me.
Yeah.
I like this, I don't like this should be tweaked, right? Because like I don't want to fucking end a show or end a song and like be a fucking like cornball who's like trying to rhyme too heavily or something like that. So like I needed those people back in the day to battle rap me, to tell me, look, right? Like I've been rapping for 17 years. Fucking 10 of those years, people have been telling me that I'm trash.
Yeah.
Right.
And like I know that I'm not trash, but
Right.
I do take those bits and pieces of constructive criticism and I utilize them, which has made me so fucking good at this music shit.
Yeah.
Like, especially in the very niche thing that I do, which is like rhyming heavily and being technical.
Right.
Like I'm better than anyone you've ever heard. And don't
Hell
fucking
yeah. That's
don't
it. Stand on it.
don't even pretend like that's not true, man.
Stand
the bars
on
that
it.
I drop are
Bold
fucking
claim.
He's
insane.
got bars.
Wow.
He's got the bars.
I might not.
Just some
Y'all
random
might not
dude.
be fucking pulling up to the fucking house party bumping. I listen to Tri-City singers, but I'm a Tri-State center. I live my life on. But 100% when you hear that, you're like,
Bars hit you though.
motherfucker's going, man.
Bars hit you though. No, it's every time you turn it on, you're
A
like, damn,
bold
this-
claim in the
this
first
motherfucker
segment.
spit.
Golly.
We're all about bold claims here at Biscuits and Gravy.
That's
and
true.
I'm going to use that as a
I co-sign it.
transition into one of our new
Ooh.
segments here
Oh, we got a surprise for just some
on the
random
Biscuits
dude
and
now.
Gravy podcast.
Yeah.
Of course, it is time for our very brand new segment, Gas or Trash. That is brought to you by our very good friend Ron Ronimus Robinson. Ron,
Let
him
Ron
know.
talk.
I seen one. All right,
Let
go
Ron
ahead.
talk.
So
Let him do it.
you already know what time it is. Then
Yes.
all right. Gas or trash? We're just gonna go through.
It's that time.
Where
it's-
should I be looking?
Either or.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
temperature
look up
check,
there.
either
Whatever's
there or
comfy.
down there.
All right.
It's gonna be a temperature check. We're just seeing what the vibe is, and we're just gonna go through a couple of topics and see if it's hype, if it's hot, or if it's not.
Before we get started, none of the opinions that I have today are exclusively shared by the Biscuits and Gravy podcast. I want to make that known. I might
That's
Jesus
true.
because
Christ.
Lord
Write
knows
that down.
already I've said something in it, and people have been like, "Shut up!"
It's
Write
about to
that
go
down.
down.
Right.
Ron,
Chase
I-
that.
Ron-
None of the opinions that I have today
Now, again,
could be my opinions
Like-
tomorrow.
Like I said last,
that's fair.
Like I said last episode, there's no right or wrong answer. It's your answer. Okay. All right.
That's
let's
it.
Go, let's go.
Oh, boy. Ron,
All
what
right.
you got?
Gas or trash?
Gas or
Gas or
trash?
trash? Gas or trash?
Thank you
Off,
for the
off
graphic.
rip. Off rip.
Yeah, 100%.
Breeze, Wiz, you did mention this earlier.
Pedal to the metal, gas.
Hey,
Let's go.
all right.
Hold on. Let's think about this. Let's think about this
Talk to me,
objectively,
talk to me,
man.
talk to me.
P Diddy,
No.
P Diddy gave us Biggie,
That-
right?
You
So
know.
you telling me that Biggie's trash?
No.
Come on, man. What is
music's
that? Is that
great.
what you want to
Walk
stand
with
on,
him.
man?
music's
Walk with
great.
him.
And here's all right. Here's the next thing. The people that P Diddy were alleged of, misconduct or whatever you might want to call it.
This is going downhill fast.
whatever he's been alleged of. What were they wearing? All right. If I have to make this known, I'm playing, right?
He's playing, we're playing.
Diddy's a trash human being, especially seeing the fucking video of him
Yeah.
and Cassie in the hallway, man.
Diddy.
It's like one of those things where, like, if he didn't have more money than God and you saw him on the street, there's not a fucking person in their right mind that wouldn't beat his ass.
Yep.
True.
I'm also going
Diddy
to
is
say
trash.
trash. I'm also going to say
Diddy
trash.
kind of effeminate too, so you probably could beat Diddy's ass, but he would have you killed.
Or
He
he
would-
would,
he would have-
try to fucking kiss you or
He
something.
might
man.
try to kiss you.
My favorite,
Which is cool.
my favorite meme is when he was riding a bike and 50 Cent commented and he said, there ain't no seat on that.
I did see that.
A pool.
and y'all disrespected Cam and Mace, so
Ooh,
trash.
Yeah.
Shout out Cam and Mace.
Shout out
All right,
Cam
what
and
do you
Mace.
got? What do
Shout
you
out
got?
Cam and
What
Mace.
do
All
you
right,
got?
next. Okay, it's
Gas.
Gas.
Oh my
Gas. Absolute gas.
It's a white girl autumn, baby. Let's go.
That's true,
I love.
gas.
Hey, and now I'm gonna say something. I do have a young daughter and a wife, and like I got a dog, bro. I am looking forward to it not being fucking hot all of the fucking time, wearing flannels, going out pumpkin picking, apple orchards and shit like that. And if you tell me that pumpkin spice is overrated, you're sad. And like I don't
It's
want to
sad.
live a sad life like that.
I guess.
Let him preach a little bit.
Gas.
Let's get him
Gas.
some snaps.
Yeah,
America.
like, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
America, thank you,
I love that.
It's okay to like things. Hell,
bro.
it's okay to love things.
In that same breath, if someone's like, "Hey man, what are you drinking? A daiquiri? What are you fucking?" You're like, "Yo man, why? Because it tastes good."
Does it taste
All right,
good?
you fucking loser.
This is true.
Like what you like. That's deep. Take that home with you.
Write it
Write that down in
down.
your journal.
All right, next. Kendrick Lamar getting the Super Bowl halftime.
Yes.
Thumbs up.
Head nod.
Yes.
Big
Gas.
Big
Here's the
gas.
thing.
Big guess.
I want to talk about this too.
Yes,
so
I
you
do
go
too.
first.
Yes,
Why-
that's why it's here.
Wayne, all right. That's a great picture, by the way. Not blurry at all. Wayne. Wayne is easily in the top 5 GOAT conversation. I love Wayne,
course.
but to fucking think just because it's gonna be in New Orleans that he gets to fucking like to waltz in on a red carpet.
true.
That's a fucking bad take, because then what are we gonna start doing? Anytime it's in fucking New York We got to have Jay, or not you, but like in Jersey, we got to have Jay come out or something like that, man.
We have to have him come out.
We could really, you know, if we have it at MetLife or something like that, we could have designers come out. He would fucking easily hype the crowd the fuck up. But no, Kendrick, it's not even like, obviously Kendrick's got so much hype around him because of this beef, but people fucking forget that he's got like what, nearly 2 decades of bangers.
He's a performer too.
True that.
And I've
Without
never seen, you know what? No, that's
Like,
a fucking lie.
he's-
I saw him at the government's ball, and the dude was
Damn.
fucking crazy. It was
Yes.
muddy, and we were just stomping and shit. I went
Yeah.
home looking like a fucking pig.
I'm
Every
pretty
time
sure
I'm in
he
the street,
sold
I-
out every stop on his last tour he was on.
Of course he
Like,
did.
he sold out every
But-
joint.
You know, he never fucking hit me up for opening, so like that's kind of fucking whack, to be
Yeah,
honest
damn,
with you, man.
Kendrick, what the
Kendrick
fuck?
Lamar.
Kendrick,
not-
man. Hey,
absolutely
shout out
gas.
Kendrick. Shout out Kendrick, man. I know you're listening.
Absolute
Kendrick,
gas.
Just some
Jams,
random
man.
dude feature
God, I
Super Bowl.
got
Hey,
you.
set it up.
We're
set
ready
it
for
up.
that. We're ready for
All
that.
right,
That's
next. Anderson Paak.
Oh my
Who is this?
God.
Who is this jack o' lantern looking motherfucker?
We're not doing this.
We were talking
We're
about
not
this before
gonna
the
do
show.
this today.
I'm just gonna say I think he's gas.
He's absolute gas.
yeah,
Temperature
yeah.
check?
He's gas talking about fucking.
and I like Silk Sonic because
Anderson.
there's cocaine music it's back.
I don't know, man. Here's the thing. It's too quirky for me. It's too quirky.
Wow.
It's like, wow, I operate in this
Wow.
style. Hey, man, that's fine, man. People don't like my music.
That's true.
I don't like-
it's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
And here at Biscuits and Gravy, we're all about having your own opinion and respecting the opinions of others, especially in regards to
Let's go back to Diddy. I want to change my answer. No, all right.
Big
Nah,
respect.
no
right,
gas
all
on.
But just some random dude was wrong on that one. I won't get over it.
Okay, so this is a general one. Just talking about like AI in general. Like,
I feel like overall is gas, so I'm good.
gas, I guess, until it takes my job, and then it's trash.
see, that's
And then it's trash. Unless I can use it to make money, and then it's gas. Until it kills me, and then it's trash.
Do you think it'll have the chance to get right? Like, because I think that it kind of sucks in terms of from like an artist perspective, because like if I wanted, right, and I have, if I wanted to hear Kanye West sing something in the Orange,
You can do it.
I can do it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you something. That's the route he should have went. It's fucking beautiful. It's beautiful. He didn't actually do it. But it's fucking scary, man. I don't know, dude. Like, the last thing I want to do is have someone who can't rap as good as me, who hasn't put in those hours, fucking put in my lyrics or lyrics similar to that, and fucking be able to do it.
That's a good
Yeah.
take. Musically, I would agree it's trash, but just overall,
Yeah,
I
I
would
think
say
the
I'm
music
cool
thing
with
is
it. But musically, it is fucked.
Yeah.
Everything I've seen from it, aside from like people like spoofing Drake songs and then people being like, "Is this real? Is this fake?"
Well, that's
Like-
what BBL Drizzy is.
Yeah.
It's like,
Which is crazy.
A lot of it's just like funny. Like a lot of people are using it to just like say, "Okay, well, what if this?" Like the what if thing, and then like that's all I think a lot of people would ever use it for, generative wise, is like, "Oh, well, I'd love to see an episode of this TV show with this person," or like I don't think. I mean, to the point where it's just like a fun tool, but I mean, it's gonna absorb huge aspects of our life here very soon. So
Oh, for sure.
if you don't say gas right now, it'll kill you later. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say gas.
I'll join in on that. I'm a fan of the accelerationism, right? Like, if the robots are gonna take over, let's just fucking give them a jump start. Let's go.
Just go. Just
Get
let's
on
do
the
it.
train.
Let's
Let the
do
kids
it.
smoke.
Okay.
Kiss
the
and
kids
sloth.
smoke
No,
cigarette.
no.
What the
So
hell is this?
It's
I know what this
exotic
is.
pets. Would you have an exotic,
No.
or is having exotic pets gas or trash? Like having like a pet owl.
Having enough money to do
Trash.
that is such a trash thing,
Trash.
bro.
Define
Get over
exotic.
yourself.
Just a non-domesticated animal.
Yeah.
Mm.
If you got a
Domesticated.
zoo
Well, I mean,
animal
okay, I'm
at
gonna
your
say-
crib.
Like having like,
what about snakes? Do you draw the line on snakes?
well, people already own snakes. Snakes are already like reptiles that people have.
So reptiles are chill. To a point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
want an alligator.
I wouldn't call that exotic. People.
Okay.
Snakes aren't
Okay.
uncommon.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you.
I'm talking about more like a
Like a
yeah,
flamingo,
like a
I'm
pet
with you.
tiger or like
a wolf.
You know what I want?
you know.
If the animal can't show love and affection in the way that like a cat can show you love and affection, a dog can show you love and
Yeah.
affection. I don't know. I've never had a snake, but like I'm sure it slither up on you, whatever the fuck.
They're always trying to eat
But
your
like,
ass,
bro,
so.
I don't want to fucking have a tiger jump on my lap after a long day at work.
Yeah,
This is true.
Shout out Tiger King.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
shout out
trash.
Joe Exotic, by the way. I think that for
I
him,
will say the people that have lions as pets, that shit does look dope. Like sheiks and stuff, where it's like they're just like,
Oh yeah, that
come
is
to
the
me,
thing.
and it's like a big
is a
fucking
thing. Do that
lion
again?
comes like, come to me,
okay.
and pause.
Yep.
And the fucking lion comes like jumping around, and you're like, oh shit, hell yeah,
That's a lie.
that is a lion.
I
I'm
feel that.
crying.
And
All
it's
right.
just like cuddly or whatever.
I also got in here cable, not streaming services, like cable, like actual cable.
Fuck cable.
I mean,
Fuck
I-
cable to death.
What do we need it for?
that's what I'm saying.
Fuck cable to death.
Trash.
Get a cousin.
You
If
know?
I wanted to watch infomercials, I would
What's your password?
watch infomercials.
And we move on.
Trash.
I
But
have
we're going
every,
right
I
back
have
to
every
it.
streaming service. I pay for 0 of them,
Home Shopping Network.
Hey,
That's facts.
that's real.
and you
That's
can't.
real.
The government can't get me because
No.
they don't know who I am.
Hey, but
He's just
shout
some
out,
random
shout
dude.
out,
Who is that guy?
local
Just some random
television.
dude.
Shout out like local access cable. That's something that we did lose is like local stations and like people doing like local programming. Like we're losing that
That's
to this
fair.
like
Yeah.
conglomeration
That's
of
fair.
media where like big companies buy up all of these news stations and like all they do is churn out kind of this, bland news content.
Well, that's why, and not to give you guys too big of a head. That's why like a lot of people rely on the small independent creator
Yeah.
Yeah.
and people who are doing this type of shit,
Mhm.
right? Because
Exactly.
they want to know what's going on in the community, but where the fuck are you gonna get it on the
Right,
fucking
right.
Weather Channel?
Right.
Nope.
And
Right
that's
here on the B&G podcast,
Very-
right, Ron. Tell him.
where you're supposed to like, comment, and subscribe and share.
Tell them, yeah.
Um,
But that's kind of, I mean, there is such a thing as like your community getting too big, and just like having to realize like, hey, I need to speak to these people that are, in my broadcast area, and just like talk to these people whose communities I can actually go to
Facts.
and who I can meet. But yeah, cable is fucked up because, they ain't got no good shit. They ain't got no good shit.
I could watch a rerun of Ridiculousness for the fucking 400
Oh my
millionth
God,
time.
don't even get me started on
Hey,
TV, dude.
no shout out to Rob Dyrdek.
Rob
man. He
Dyrdek's a
kinda
beast,
sucks.
but he is an anaconda that has wrapped himself around MTV
yeah.
and is squeezing all
Hey,
of
you
the
guys should
profit
get
out
Chanel
of it.
West Coast to fucking
We should.
co-star, man.
Stilo Brim or whatever dude's name is. Yeah, we get
I
him.
would gladly have a ridiculousness.
We could
episode.
probably get Rob. We could probably get Rob.
We would just have to run
I'll
this
call him.
episode.
Rob,
after
if you're
this.
yeah, just
seeing
just hit
this,
him up. Yeah.
Let's lock in.
Everybody
Kamala
that owns a
and
skateboard.
Donnie.
The debate, specifically the debate.
Oh, the debate.
I listened last night
did
while
not
I
watch.
was on work. You know what, man? I think the meme of it ran its course.
Yeah, it
Um,
wasn't.
Politics are.
Trash.
People are
trash.
kind of getting
That's what I'm
back to
saying.
Have
the
we been doing
whole-
that? Did we forget? Are we
It's a
trashing
little
shit?
lame.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm trashing.
Trash.
I'm
Yeah,
trashing.
yeah.
I'm trashing the debate as a
Trash.
whole.
It was just. Bleh. I want to go back to people debating who like both want the country to be like good, but they're also like, okay, like I respect you, but understand that like you just think it needs to be done differently.
It's just
We'll
a
let the
pi-
people decide,
a
Or we
pissing
fucking
contest.
fisticuffs.
or let them fight. Yeah.
Something.
Who do you think would win in a fight here?
Gladiator
Oh,
style.
come on, man.
I think Kamala's got a
Come
decent
on.
chance.
Gladiator
You know what she
style.
did? She was the aggressor last night.
That's what I'm
Right?
saying.
She
Yeah, she
pulled
was.
up on him because Donald Trump went to his podium and she was like, "Get over here, bitch."
Woo!
Yeah, he was
If
not
she
gonna shake her
suckers him,
hand.
What if
Yeah.
she catches
Ooh, goes
him?
for the handshake, hits him
She
with a
has
left
the
hook.
youth.
Boom.
Yeah. If
Wow.
She strikes him with like an elbow.
That's a
or
decent
something.
take. All right, let's go gas on debates.
Gas on duels. Trash on debates.
Yeah.
Bring back fighting.
Coliseum.
And last but not least,
gas,
where I
gas,
stand.
How do you
gas.
feel about
Yes.
biscuits and gravy?
Yes.
Yes.
I gotta ask.
Absolute gas.
Hey, I appreciate y'all tapping in. That's gas. Or
Thank you, Ron.
trash.
Mr.
Good
Ron.
work.
Yes,
Good
Give
work.
yourself
Thank you,
some
thank
credit.
you. Good work,
Ron.
good
Give
work.
Thank you,
yourself some
Ron.
credit.
Thank you,
I'm
Ron.
kind of cool.
Give me a you what? You what?
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Gas or Trash. If you liked it, show us a little bit of love. Let us know in the comments if you disagree with us, because we love disagreement. We love discourse, and we love discussion. That's 3 Ds. The fourth
Three
D,
disses too.
I
man.
can't say on camera.
Say it.
You what?
It's dick. No, I'm just kidding. It's disappointment. Because you'll be disappointed that we have to take a very quick break. But that means for you, dear listener, that it's time for a little bit more music. So put your hands together. Yeah, that's right. That's
Oh,
right.
I was like, what?
They do whatever I say. No, it's break time. Seems like something's changed around Clean Studios here lately. Cannot quite put my finger on it. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Something weird is going on at B&G. Clean, what's going on?
I don't know, bro. I don't see anything different. King Screen. Get a free quote today at kingscreen.com.
We are back with some more music for you. Now, as we discussed on the show, Just Some Random Dude has got the bars, but he also has got some country music. So, a little bit of a lane change here. But get comfortable. Pour yourself a nice, tall beer or liquor like we had. Make yourself a nice cocktail. And enjoy I Don't Got Twang by Just Some Random Dude.
I was born in the Bronx, raised in the tri-state, spent 3 years in North Dakota where they fly straight over without stopping. I'm now hopping my way across the country to feel a better vibrate. And I'm great right here, ain't going nowhere. I spent too much time feeling that cold air. This my community, I ain't alone here. Even if you don't understand my accent, I don't care. I truly feel like I've been taken in by a city of the greatest women and the greatest men. And you could say it's a sin when I bring a country album to Roanoke, even though I don't got twang. I can't afford that horse you like, got no porch swing. No sweet tea on a Tuesday night, and I can't sing. My rendition of Mama Tried would shake the grave of Merle, but I'm singing to you, girl, even though I don't got twang. And I'm okay with that. I wear a Stetson and I bet my homies hated that. Now I need some Ariats. Bury it beneath the soil of Southwest Virginia because it's very rich. I carry it like a chariot to the promised land. Even if I end the show and you tell me you're not a fan, tip my hat and give you dap for being an honest man. And then I head back to work because I gotta stand 10 toes down. 10 toes down in the circus, they ain't never gonna respect no clown. I guess I'm proud to be a tightrope walker, a fast-handed, fast talker, dog. Even though I don't got twang, I can't afford that horse you like, got no porch swing. No sweet tea on a Tuesday night, and I can't sing. My rendition of Mama Tried would shake the grave of Merle, but I'm singing to you, girl, even though I don't got twang.
Make some noise, make some noise for the country sounds. Now, our guest, Just Some Random Dude, may not have any twang, but I sure do. And I invite you to load up your plate with a second helping of your favorite, biscuits and gravy. Don't go nowhere, because we ain't. We'll be right back.
Breezy.
Good evening, Clean Studios. I'm back again. Clean hasn't paid child support in 3 months, so I come back every episode to piss everybody off again. Amidst a crazy American climate, things have been happening that I don't like not one fucking bit. Some are saying that those folks across the pond have taken over everything we hold near and dear in this fine country. Americans, why can't you act in any films anymore? Why do I go to fucking Instagram and find out that all the good actors are British? They got that crazy ass accent, talking like they're from LA or some shit, when in reality, They're from Liverpool. I don't like it. And that's no knock on you Brits either. You guys are great actors. But us Americans, what the fuck are you doing? That shit is lame as fuck. Not to mention The Office ripoff, Shameless ripoff, countless others ripoff. And let's talk about something else. Let's talk about basketball. The best players in the goddamn world, they're not from here. We invented the motherfucker. We have LeBron James. Put him in the top 5. I don't give a fuck about Luka Doncic. I don't give a fuck about Giannis. Great guys, I'm sure. But at the same time, fuck them. So in reality, I think we need to build a massive aquarium where I will throw in all the European basketball players and they will be eaten by none other than clean child support checks. Back to the show.
We are back from our musical break. We heard some country music from just some random dude, just some random cowboy, as he sits right here. And we were thoroughly entertained. The drinks have been flowing. The party is going, and we're just glad you're along for the ride. Just some random dude. Talk to us about what it was like doing a country album and kind of how that, or if that helped you kind of assimilate to a new area.
So, first and foremost, shout out Will. When I stepped in, he asked if that was satirical, right? Which is like the most insulting fucking thing. Right? I stepped into the patio, and he was like, "So that country shit, buddy?" And I was like, "God." So, but no, like
We ask the hard hitting questions here.
yeah. So the whole album of No Man's Land,
Oh my gosh.
needed to be done, and I'm gonna say this. Puppy dog. A lot of people are jumping on that country bandwagon right now.
Of course.
You look
That's
at, and like I fucking hate it because the grifting of someone like Post Malone or someone like Jelly Roll, who started out as a fucking rapper, or even like someone like Beyonce going into that kind of thing. And I won't step on the toes of Queen Bee, but so many people are jumping on this country bandwagon, and I don't know if it's because of the popularity of Old Town Road, but when I created No Man's Land and I was working on that, it needed to happen in a vacuum. It needed to happen in a place where the concept of the whole album, if you listen to the album in one fucking go, it's about venturing into uncharted territories, right? Like, so the No Man's Land is adulthood. It is moving to Southwest Virginia. It is marriage and employment and unemployment. And all of those things are things that I have never done before.
Yeah.
I'm not knowledgeable on what it's like to have a kid, right? I'm learning as I go. But I wanted to make sure that if I was going to make an album that reflected that, I was also putting myself into a position where I was doing something that I was not knowledgeable on.
Yeah.
So I said, what's the furthest thing away from like boom bap hip hop? I said, let me do something that's country because I'm going to be in a place where that's fucking like big.
Yeah.
I mean, out here in Roanoke, people are fucking, they definitely got more twang than I do.
We got some twang.
And so like when I created No Man's Land and that song I Don't Got Twang in particular, I said, how am I going to say what I need to say in a way that it's happening in real time?
I like it. I like that you try stuff. I think that's super interesting because you could tell, like, I mean, you're very honest that it's not your background. So
Yeah.
I definitely enjoy that. And the question of it being satirical is hysterical to me. I absolutely love it because I will admit,
We'll get to the point.
Yeah, he will, and maybe a not so eloquent way, but also it does seem, not to hit the nail on the head, very random. Like if you listen to the rest of your catalog, I'm like, what the fuck does this dude have a country album for? You know what I'm saying? With that type of content. But I like it because it still has your wit in it. It still has, like, you can still tell it's you, though. So I like that.
I think a lot of times people will conflate like satire with not taking yourself too seriously. And I think as an artist, everyone should encourage themselves to not take yourself too seriously.
Right.
And that's like, to some people that can seem like satire, but it like inhabiting a form is not always satire. It's just about how you do it, right? Because there's a whole discourse about like cultural appropriation, you know, and like people like, you know, even like white people rapping or people of different cultures rapping, and it's like, you know, at the end of the day, if you assume the form respectfully and you do it in a way that's, you know, exploratory and new, and you discover something about yourself, then it's real, and I think that you can hear that. And
For sure.
Well, I appreciate it, and I mean, I like to right, like a take that I have, and it might be just a little controversial, but you look at the people who are right. Let's just look immediately at local artists. The last song on that album is like a fucking, I'm belting out, I'm singing my heart out.
Yeah.
Not like singing out like, you know, auto crooning. I'm like fucking trying to hit those tenor notes and shit like that.
Right.
And I could say, how many people out here are fucking taking a chance on their art and pushing the boundaries? Right? Like, if I could, everyone that has heard me rap knows I can bar out for fucking 10 minutes straight.
Yeah.
But how many people are willing to say, listen, I'm going to go, I don't want to live like this again.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, and it's in the same breath, if I'm doing this to talk about the birth of my daughter, to talk about marriage and talk about moving out here, I want to prove that it's okay to fucking take those chances. So shout out me one time, man. Yeah.
shout out fucking just
Shout out just some random dude, man.
Shout out fatherhood.
Shout out
for
just
real.
some random dude.
We've had a couple of fathers on here.
This is
you
true.
know, and tremendous respect, man, because it's.
I like that he goes off of his true experience too.
Yes.
So I can
Yes.
appreciate that. We've got a lot of folks that, you know, may exaggerate or embellish their content.
It's you know, it's a genre of embellishment, you know, and embellishment's part of it, but it's a matter of like, you know,
Time and
are
place.
you walking the walk, or
Yeah.
are you just talking the talk? And you know, I think you're walking the walk. You know, performing wise, you're definitely walking the walk.
For sure. Yeah, live, man.
Well, that's what, you know, that's what makes me, I don't want to say like, that's what makes me marketable.
Yeah.
But
No, it definitely
there's
does.
definitely, like, you know who else is a great ambassador of this kind of like genre fluid artistry? Shout out Dylan Dent.
Shout out Dylan.
For
Dylan.
sure, yeah.
Dylan's the
Very
type
true.
of person who
Absolutely.
could fucking come to a rap show and rap his ass off.
Yeah.
He's the type of person who can go to an acoustic kind of indie rock set and play something. He's the
is
type
true.
of person who can kind of go into all of these circles. And like, while I still don't see myself necessarily being there, right? Like, and I don't know if that's necessarily because like people tend to fucking dislike me. It still feels good that I put out a country album, quote, air quotes, and one of the biggest, now I don't know if when y'all want to talk about this, one of the biggest, or like I'll fucking say the biggest bluegrass hip hop fusion band is like, damn, we like this motherfucker so much, we want him to open a second time.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Very true.
For people that don't know, he's talking about Gangsta Grass.
Shout out Gangsta Grass.
Shout out Gangsta Grass. We've mentioned them on the podcast before.
Would love to
and
have 'em.
I very wrongfully did not mention that just
Yeah,
some
damn,
random
dude.
dude was the opener for Gangsta Grass.
Left them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Eric
Shout
J.
out-
Wrong.
Left them off.
My
boom, boom.
lack of journalistic integrity and my
But that's
terrible
in-
research skills.
But that's a no. I'm gonna kind of go off on a tangent real quick about that performance in general and like why like I continue to say, damn dude, like I'm waiting to get the respect that I'm fucking deserved over
Yeah.
here. Is that Tay comes out at the end for a little freestyle session and I love it. Shout out Tay. Tay is the realest fucking guy that I know.
Big star.
Right? Big star. Love that dude. But Tay comes out and he does a performance and he posts about it. And people fucking jump on it. Wow, congratulations performing with pa. Oh, wow, congratulations. This is awesome. And like then I post my shit, which is why like social media isn't fucking real. I post my shit and nobody, crickets, man. Like I only get a few fucking small, but that show itself, I fucking killed.
Yeah.
Bro, I did 20
Right.
minutes of the best fucking set you will ever hear. I worked so hard that I think I made Gangsta Grass come up on after and it's like, damn, how the fuck are we gonna follow that?
How we gotta follow that energy.
So like, and now I'm doing it again on October 5th, and I'm gonna make it harder for them.
Yeah.
I want them to step on stage after and be like, damn, dude, maybe we should have went first.
That's the goal.
That's the
That's the
mentality
absolute goal.
you gotta have.
Don't kick me from the show, by the way. don't.
No, sir. No, sir.
One last thing on the whole country and hip hop, rap, whatever thing. I kind of love it personally. I think some of it can come across as generic and corny at times, depending on what it is. But I'm a big fan of that stuff. You know I am.
I know you are.
I love
I know
both
you are.
genres almost equally. I came up on both. So, and I'm a big Nelly guy. Nelly's a Dirty
Gotta
South
love Nelly.
legend. Got Diamond.
love Nelly.
One of the very few rappers that has a Diamond album, and he was doing this country shit back in like 05.
Cause it's all in my head.
He was
That
doing
a great
that.
fucking song.
Yeah. So it's like, I feel like
Yeah.
it's always like kind of been part of it, but just like not fully, and it's not always accepted one side or the other. But I like the fact that you bridge the gap too, especially because of the I guess honestly where you moved to. So kind of might have inspired you to do so. So I like that.
Yeah.
I hope it continues. I mean, it's like most things. It's like the real will outlast the fake, as most music does.
I think we're going through a little bit of a trend, and it's
It's a trend right now for sure.
People
Which
are
I
definitely-
was on over 2 years ago.
Yeah, again,
Right, yeah, you're
nobody's
like,
accusing you
I'm
of
on the
trend
cutting
hopping.
edge.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
Again, I think
that's true.
just that because we actually talked about this with our previous guest, Colby T. Helms, who had on his guitar, "This machine kills pop country," so he's totally against the whole pop country thing. And I think it's an interesting discussion because it definitely has brought the genre to a place where a lot more people are listening to quote unquote country music, but is it shining the light on people in actual places like that are like Appalachia? Like are these people's voices being heard in all of this, or is country just people from Texas, or is country just like people in Florida or Georgia? Like it's an interesting discussion to be had. I do love talking about pop country because damn it if some of them aren't catchy.
Time and a place.
Time and a
There are
place.
some great
Time and a
songs in
place.
every genre. You bringing up the places like different geographical areas makes me think of this. Do you feel this area as a whole gets the respect they deserve in the hip hop realm
Good question.
at all? Did they get any respect?
I'll say Virginia as a whole, first off, definitely does. I think that people give flowers to the coast, right? They
We're
talk-
on the
they-
back burner.
Yeah, they talk about the Pharrells, the Timberlands, the Missies, they talk about now Tommy Richmond, right? That's his name?
Yeah.
No. Is that his fucking name?
Tommy Richmond, yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to him. Like, that's cool, right? But then you think about Southwest Virginia, Roanoke specifically right now. Maybe you can kind of group together Lynchburg in that conversation. And I've been having an internal conflict with this because a lot of me's like, damn, dude, they don't fucking respect hip hop. I think that the Arts Commission, deep down, Arts Commission of Roanoke doesn't want large gatherings of minorities. And I don't want to say a fucking Kanye West, George Bush doesn't care about black people type thing. But I think that
Not talking shit.
Why? And I'm gonna move the mic away. Why doesn't the Berglund Center and the Salem Civic Center have any fucking rap shows?
That's true. That's true.
Why do we need to fucking have independent people going out to Elmwood Park to fucking host their own shows?
Yeah.
Why are we relegated to the fucking Spot on Kirk? Why are we relegated to the Mountain House? And shout out the Spot.
Yeah.
Shout out Nate. But why the fuck can't we put out 7,000 people in a fucking venue? Why can't we go to the Civic Center and put out 5,000 people? Because we could fucking pack that easy,
It
man.
would happen. It would happen.
That would happen. And I don't know if it hasn't happened since I've been here. I've been here, 5-6 years, something like that.
I'm trying to think of something.
We don't. If you want to go see a big hip hop show, you've either got to go to Charlotte or DC, or out to the East Coast,
Or you get lucky at one of the colleges.
But
Like-
even that era is almost over. Like
It's
seems
it's
like,
getting farther
it
from
seems
it.
like the rappers are not the ones performing at those big.
Yeah,
it's-
but in our college days,
Yeah, it
was still prevalent. But
Yeah.
you're right, it is going away from it.
like
But
the
yeah, you're right.
2010s was like the era of like rappers coming up at college.
Yeah,
shows, I feel like.
absolutely.
But
Waka Flocka was at like Roanoke College.
Yeah.
and to your point, why
That's
the
true.
fuck was he not at a different venue?
yeah,
Why was he in
Radford?
Yeah,
But yeah, he
I
was in
there.
the Roanoke College gym.
Yeah, Waka was
Yeah, he could have easily been in the Civic Center.
at least Salem.
But You've got an interesting point. I mean, it begs the question, like, why aren't we getting big hip hop shows?
And here's the second thing that I feel sometimes hesitant to talk about, and I've talked to Maxwell about this at length. I think that hip hop in Roanoke specifically doesn't get the respect that it deserves because we don't respect ourselves. I think there are factions in the hip hop community, and mind you, we're already a very small fucking number.
Yeah.
So like when we're in such a hyper competitive state to where it's like the people who come to Clean Studios, and then there's people that go to Flat 5, and there's the old heads, and then there's the kind of like people that go out to spoken word poetries and shit like that. And it pisses me off beyond measure when, shout out to Nate and for the artists and all of us at Living Room Studios. It pisses me off beyond measure when the hand is extended and we're saying, let's build the bridge. Let's come together as a community. Let's be rappers together. Let's be hip hop artists together. And fucking such a low number of people want to get involved. Now, that's not to say that the show wasn't fucking a success and there was a hell of a lot of people there. But how are we to look at the Arts Commission or any venue like the Civic Center and the Berglund Center and be like, yeah, man, we deserve a seat at the table if we don't even fucking go to each other's shows? And I'm a hypocrite in the same vein, right? Like, I try my hardest to, if I hear a new single from a local artist, I put that shit out and I talk about that. Yo, man, follow this, stream this, listen this. Can I tell you something right now about Just Some Random Dude, which is why, like, I think, like, damn, I don't know, maybe I'm rubbing people the wrong way. If I put out a new single, I can guarantee you that maybe, like, 2 or 3 ride or dies will share that. And that shit hurts, man. You know, because I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. Yeah. So if I say, hey, listen, we deserve the platform to do X, Y, Z, and then the outside looking in sees and they say, they don't even respect each other. You know, like, I can't blame them.
Interesting. Yeah, in the same conversation, I've talked, shout out my big brother Ty Dye, my big brother ZPO. We've had this conversation too. We do these shows, and Ty's been doing shows at least since I've been doing the whole rap thing since, like, what is it, Max? Like 2015, 16, that type of time. Yeah, our high school era. We've been doing stuff like that. Shout out him for putting on, like you said, his own shows in very obscure places, just wherever you get a room, right? And that used to have people in it. And now it's like I was unable to go to the most recent show. I was at the beach. Shout out to Beach.
Shout out the Beach.
I saw the show on, like, you know, lives and snaps. It looked amazing. It looked dope. You guys killed it, I'm sure. But it does. I will say it is kind of shitty when you do go to those things and it is just artists, because now we are very close as, like, a group. I would say, like, a hip hop group. Everybody kind of knows everybody. At least the younger dudes, I will say, they all know each other now. And it's like, I know everybody's dope. You know everybody's dope. Or maybe not, you know, whatever. But the point I'm saying is we all support in some way now. It's kind of whack when it's like, oh, damn, well, the guys that I'm friends with are here. Cool. I know they like me. I want the other people.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, we don't get none of that attention most of the time. It's usually just your friends.
Yeah.
Which is lame. Like, I don't know. Maybe the promotion. I don't know.
We've talked about kind of like the different, like, layers of or the different factions of Roanoke hip hop, and kind of like even through this we've met a lot of people that we
for sure
that we didn't know, or like people that we just don't traffic in the same circles, but have been making music in Roanoke for a long time. So it's yeah, well, I mean, it's I do like your point that we don't respect ourselves, because I think that that
can be part of it, 100%.
That's in effect why we're doing what we're doing here, you know, is to bring respect and bring kind of that voice to this community, like a place where we can all kind of come together and, you know, enjoy the fact that we all live in this awesome place for music that's got such a great scene.
And I think the way that you're viewing it is like super important. I'm sorry, I'm nowhere near the mic. I think it's super important. Like, I come at it with such a paranoid and aggressive and bitter old man type of attitude. But realistically, there are so many talented musicians out here, and I wish I could fucking shout them all out and have a list of boom, 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 boom. But it would be fucking very long time, and I think that speaks volumes to where we're at.
Yeah.
So like, rather than me constantly being like, damn dude, we don't respect each other, damn dude, you know, like, I know that it's much more important to focus on the positive things, and that is that we do have a community, and we do have a community of very talented artists.
That's it.
It's there for sure.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, and this is something that I've been thinking about a lot. It's like respect is something that's earned, you know, and it's not something that is given to you for granted. And I think now a lot of people think that they're owed respect, you know, and not a lot of people are willing to put in the work
That's facts.
to earn the respect. And that is the thing around here. I think you know, is that people want to be respected, you know, but they're not willing to go out there and go to shows and shake hands and promote other people's stuff.
Mm-hmm. True.
You know, for whatever reason, apathy. You know, you know, I try and attribute anything to malice. You know, so it's for whatever reason. But you know, it's hard to get people to share things.
It's true.
But
true.
it's that element of total respect. Like a person that'll share your stuff is a total fan. They respect you and they want what you're doing to be representative of them.
Facts.
They're showing other people. They're saying, "Hey, this is a representation of me." You know, and that's something that you have to earn, and that's you know, that's a beautiful struggle. You know, like you said, it's you got to kind of take a positive outlook, and so that's what I think I could say to the Roanoke Valley is earn that respect. You know, go earn that respect.
Cheers.
Keep grinding. I will say though, just some random dude. I'll tell you right now, it is okay to be cynical because me and Clean had this conversation not too long ago. There's those moments where you doubt yourself, which we've both done. We've talked about it ourselves just because over time, you've been rapping for 17 years. I know you probably had your ups and downs with the whole process. We've had them already. Also as well, we've gone back and forth about this. Maybe our shit would get more love if it was good enough. We've been in that. We're like, damn, maybe we're not as hot as we think we are. And we've been there too. So I think some of that cynicism is good because that only makes me want to go even harder in a way. So it kind of pushes myself. And I know it does him too.
Yeah.
So you're kind of down maybe for a little bit, but you're not down for the count.
Yeah,
you get back up.
I think that's more like pragmatism than cynicism. Just being
Maybe
like,
so,
being
maybe so.
realistic about like what you're doing and, you know, asking yourself the hard questions.
Yeah, you're like, fuck, if this was really a banger, this shit would be going off.
Right, but then the question too is like, why are you doing it? You know?
Yeah,
and that's
for
what
sure.
the mask has got me thinking about is like, you know, why are you putting your image out there? Is it to, you know, for there to be great pictures of you, you know, looking cool, performing, which you know, there's a lot of great pictures of people performing that are great, but it's like, or is it to have your music out there and get your message out there? You know, is it about like trying to like have your whole life be music, or is it about saying, okay, well, my music is one thing, and then I take that mask off and I go be this other person? And I think I think it's interesting, and it gives people, it's another option, you know, in this social media age. You know, it's another option that you can kind of put the fucking mask on. For me, it's kind of like a superhero thing. It's like, I mean, you look like kind of like a vigilante right now that whips ass and takes names. And you remind me of Deadpool. So at the end of the day, it's like,
I'll take it, man.
MF Doom. We got any shout outs for the guy?
MF Doom, that's right.
Doom.
He
We
put
got
the mask
any
on.
shout out to Doom on
Shout out
that?
Doom.
I mean, I'm trying to think of the
Shout out
other
Doom.
guys that have taken that same sort of swag. So.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Kanye's been wearing a lot of masks, but that's that's a whole other thing.
Free Kanye.
Free Kanye.
I love Kanye, so I mean,
Shout
it
out
is what
Kanye.
it is.
Get Kanye off the nitrous, or whatever. But no, I think it gives people something to think about. You know, it gives people something to think about.
I do have a question. This is again switching the topic. Can I switch the topic? You good?
Brighton,
You got everything?
You know you have.
All right,
You know you have the right of way.
Perfect. Just some random dude. I can't really pinpoint you all the way musically, so I would like to ask you now, who has influenced you the most throughout your process? You've been doing it for a long time. Do you have names that pop up instantly?
Instantly. The biggest inspiration I have is Big Pun.
For real.
As a Puerto Rican from
Like
the Bronx, New York,
I like that.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I swear to God,
Shout out the home
Shout out
team.
the Bronx.
when I was 7 years old, I heard Big Pun say, "Dead in the middle of little Italy, little
Yeah, I
Diddly, know
knew
that we
this
riddle
was-
some middlemen who didn't do diddly," and I think I was like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck? What just happened?"
Yeah.
And I was like,
Big
I have
Pun.
to do something like that.
Flow was incredible.
Oh, insane! Especially for like a fucking 500-600 pound man.
Yeah.
You
Oh my
can-
God, yeah.
Big
Now-
boy.
You listen it back to a couple pun tracks and you'll hear da-da-da-da-da, you know, like he fucking
catch his
was
breath.
he was struggling. But pun is
He was
Feeling the
gone.
oxygen, man.
pun's fucking flows and his lyricism and his rhyming abilities and his
Right.
like he was witty and fucking aggressive.
Mm.
And like even the songs that he did were like kind of like love songs were still fucking just like complete vibes.
Yeah.
So I fucking 100% grew up on Pun, and I
Nice.
think that I model a lot of my shit on him.
Very cool.
I listened to a lot of A$AP Rock, not A$AP Rocky.
Mm.
Shout out to A$AP Rocky, but A$AP Rock is a fucking wordsmith,
Right.
right? And if y'all haven't dove deep into his discography, the dude says things that you're like, who the fuck thinks of that?
Right.
And he like kind of rhymes in a pattern of doom, maybe not as fucking like eclectic, but it's beautiful. So Pun, A$AP Rock, I grew up on Wu-Tang, so like a lot of their slang, a lot of the way that they talk, and like, you know, obviously the people who you would make a comparison to, right? Fucking don't say, yeah, you remind me a little bit of Eminem, but
Yeah.
I listened to M growing up.
Yeah.
I listened to Busta Rhymes growing up. So like a lot of those people have molded me into the rapper that I am today. Sean Price is another one. Bro, like the fucking dude came out with some of the most aggressive shit. That was just bars. I listened to Cassidy. So like I like bars, right? Like if someone can go off for fucking minutes on end and just drop bars and just rhyme incredibly, I'm all about it. I don't necessarily understand the appeal of someone like a Yeet or like a Playboy Cardi or like a fucking anyone on opium and this, that, and the third. But you know, like
Took it there.
that's not to say that there isn't, like you said it, right? One of you said there's a place for that.
Oh, for sure.
There's a place for that kind of rage type music.
Yeah.
And like, if that makes someone else happy, then who am I to fucking say, no, you kids don't understand what hip hop used to be like back in my day. Like, what a fucking, that is the corniest thing. When the old heads are like, hey man, these guys don't know what rap is like. Fuck off, man.
I agree with that
totally
personally.
Take that shit to the fucking geriatrics, you know?
Yes.
That's a true New Yorker right here, bro.
That's
All
very
them dudes
true.
is like, he's like, let
That's
me just
very
list off
true.
all these New York. All right, personal New York top 5, go. Or was that it?
All right, no, fucking Pun is first.
Okay,
I'm gonna, it's a cheap thing, but I'm gonna group together the Wu-Tang Clan.
that's fair. No, that's fair.
That's fair.
I love Sean Price. Like I listened to a lot of Sean Price growing up. I'll say Busta.
5th spot. There's a lot of folks. There is a clear.
You know what's funny is that
there's a
A$AP Rock-
cleir favorite who we're missing.
A$AP Rocky. Well, like her,
Yeah,
all right.
I know exactly who.
Like
you
Jay.
know, you know, I know
Jay
who
is
you're
great.
thinking.
That's who we're talking about.
Jay is great.
Oh, I was saying Nas.
Jay is great. Nas is great.
And we got Biggie.
Oh wow, yeah.
You know, like I'm a little
I could see you as a Big L guy.
Big L. But Big L, the problem is that L didn't fucking live long enough to
True.
really reap the benefits of his talent.
Very true.
Very understandable.
Nah,
You got a
like,
5th spot.
Yeah, you know what?
Who,
I'm
Joey
gonna do a
Badass?
fucking.
Ooh.
I'm gonna throw a crazy name out there. 50.
Yeah.
Not crazy. Amazing. Greatest
man.
debut album maybe of all.
Fucking
wished
Actually,
that
I'm gonna say that.
upon me.
I'm gonna say it on record. Greatest debut album of all time. I'm gonna say
I
it.
can't see.
Fuck it.
Yeah, love 50.
Yeah.
A shift.
What
A shift in the fucking
what a-
air when he dropped Get Rich and Die Try. Get Rich or
Yeah.
Die Trying. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and throw it to the segment.
It's about time.
I think it is about that time.
We
We're
got-
we're
with-
talking about
With New York
rapping.
rap on the palette.
We're-
It's, what other thing could we do?
We're talking about rapping.
But rapping,
Rapping. We're talking about rapping.
talking about hip hop. We're talking about rapping.
Oh shit. DJ Cleanathan. He's ready for
It's
it.
time.
Just some random dude. Are you ready for the Gravy's Gauntlet?
Gravy's Gauntlet, the one and only.
Gunfinger.
Bow, 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 bow.
Boom, boom,
Bow,
boom.
bow, bow, bow. Gun noises, gun noises, gun noises.
This man was ready for it. Hey, Ron, when we drop this, give me that Pharrell count one time. We got just some random dude out here. We about to go crazy on the freestyle. We done have some drinks, so we done have some drinks.
What's the time on this? 3 minutes and. All right.
Floor is yours.
Okay.
Just some random dude.
We on the
Biscuits and gravy.
gauntlet. If I got it, then I flaunt it. Sorry, bitch, I don't want it.
Hey.
I'm here with Eric and Brighton. Bring together the white and black. Like if I rap in Virginia, you better believe you gon' remember the Titans. We here with Maxwell. They got me on the cast cause I rap well. They say that crack sell, they say that sex sell. I got that brrr, I ain't talking about a Nextel. Woo! That bar went well, according to Eric. I got a ferret, I got a guinea pig, I'm gonna let it spray. Wait a minute, like a telemarketer, I let it ring. Whatever bling is not in my foresight. You know I got that shit and I get more hype than you could ever get. I am a veteran, I am a giant like the Meadowlands. My birth name is, and you know that I could never land. And if you knew my government name, you would know that shit was a bar. But it don't matter, cause in this motherfucker we going hard. Hey yo, my name is just some random dude, I ain't a fan of you. I get on the track and motherfucker throw a tantrum. Ooh, I am ugly motherfucker, but I'm getting handsome too. Okay, you already know I'm Geronimo. No, I am Geronimo. I ain't a fan of hoes. I say adios, bitch, you gotta go. I'm walking on the track, I'm like dominoes. Yo, wait a minute, they falling like some dominoes. And Will over here chilling with the camera. You already know that I got it, that my man, bro. Okay, when you see me, I'm a fan of all of your shit, but you yeah, I got the drink here, okay, but I ain't really trying to drink beer, cause it get me bloated. You know that the flow is ferocious. I get up on the track and I'm oasting. Wait a minute, I'm coasting like I'm Khaled. Khalid? Okay, I got the balance. I came through and I've been tossing shit like a salad. And motherfuckers already know that I go sporadic. And this shit, that shit, I get on the track, bitch. This shit is fantastic. Everything I drop is a motherfucking classic. We on the biscuits and gravy. Hold on, this shit is crazy. No, I ain't no kid of the 80s. Dog, I am a product of the 90s. Every day my mama would remind me. She tap me on my shoulder, say you don't understand, you gon' understand when you're older. I say, baby, you understand that I'm and I ain't fucking with another man. I got a couple grand in my other hand, and the other hand got a fucking microphone, motherfucker, damn. I'm going into the cupboards, man. All I got there is peanut butter, damn. And I'm rapping on the track, Maxwell, drop the shit. This is clean with a K, but all we get is W's. I ain't making fun of you. If I'm gonna come into the booth, then I'm running, dude. I ain't walking on shit. I've been standing on business. Y'all on my dick. And I'm rocking this hype. Okay, when I got on this mic, I'm a freestyle. You think you better than you in the D now. I ain't talking about a river. I got all of the shit. I ain't talking about a sliver. Yeah. I'm a bigger threat than you've ever seen. It's the avenue, but I came off the evergreen. And I got better green than you've ever smoked. Okay, wait a minute. I ain't just a joke, I am just some random dude.
Yeah!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hit that,
Yes,
hit
sir.
That, hit that, hit that.
Yes, sir. NYC RKE. If you don't know, now you fucking know. Just some random dude took on the gauntlet.
Damn.
Took it for an absolute ride.
Took it for a spin.
Took it for a spin. He stole that thing like a Kia Forte. And he
Shout out to Kia boys.
And he drove that motherfucker like a race car.
Damn.
That was a
Couple
clean
banana
beat.
peels in there, man.
A
That's
little
all right.
couple, you know,
That-
throwing
that-
out some shells.
I appreciate
clean
that. No
beat.
writtens. You just did it. That dude. That is the essence of this whole shit.
Yeah.
If
That
you
was
didn't
great.
fuck up, I'd be good. I'd be getting in the car with him driving home. Be like, that motherfucker wrote
That,
this shit.
that was written.
you
No,
know-
fucking up is part of it.
Dude, deadass, when I at the end of the show, at the Gangsta Grass show, right? I did my job. I fucking wiped my hands clean of that performance.
Yeah.
And then at the end, my man Ransom came up and was like, "Hey man, you want to come up on stage and rap again?" But I was fucking like 5 or 6 deep.
You were
And I was
into it.
oh no. The opposite. I was like, fuck.
No,
dude.
you had the
Yeah,
beers.
yeah.
You were already into the night. Yeah.
I was like, dude, I'll go up there, but I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna
yeah.
say. And they like are professional freestylers.
yeah.
So I went up there and I said some shit, and I don't know what the fuck was going on, but I know that I looked out at the crowd and they were like dead face, and I was like, damn, dude, I gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
It's like, why'd y'all do this to me?
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all knew the state I was in.
Although my favorite time to freestyle is very drunk. That is the absolute best fun that you can have.
That's what this
shout
man
out
does.
Kendrick Keyshawn, when he was on here for his episode.
This is very true.
After the episode,
It's like a 2-hour freestyle session.
we were taking shots. What were we drinking?
Henny.
It was Hennessy. We were drinking shots of Hennessy, and we were just looking up type beats on YouTube. And it was the best time.
Max Clean was in his tax
Best
accountant
time.
polo, and he
Yeah.
was falling over.
Oh, Max was Max was on like
Post episode.
Max was on attack mode.
Oh
you know?
man, golly.
Max was on. There was a push-up challenge.
How many
There
push-ups?
was
How many
There
push-ups
was
did
so
Max
much
do?
testosterone in the room
That's true.
that a push-up challenge
Kendrick-
had to be done.
Kendrick Keyshawn got him by a very narrow
Very
margin.
slim margin. He did 50 push-ups. Insane.
I couldn't do it.
That's behind the scenes.
I
shit,
couldn't
though.
either. I was impressed.
Well, maybe we'll put that on our Patreon, and you can pay to see that. You know, that's special content.
Especially after a bottle of Henny, too. That's
A
impressive.
bottle of Henny, yeah.
The shirts were off too.
It's.
I heard it was hot.
mean, you know, it gets hot in clean studios.
We're painting the scene as
Hot-
if it was a
hot and
little
clean
dirtier
and-
than it may
It
have
wasn't
been.
dirty. The only thing that was dirty was the rhymes.
Yeah.
You know,
And the music.
you know.
Yeah. Fucking-
Fair enough.
But I would lay down a hook, dude, and just Max would just jump right in there, dude. It was absolutely electric. It's electric music.
It was a great night.
That's why I love freestyling, because you can really just do whatever, and it's like you're encouraged to fuck up and correct and go in a different direction, and like just and the people expect it to be so perfect and shit, and then it's I think that's a part because other radio shows, like people
the-
go on and they'll do a written.
The art of the freestyle
Yeah.
is lost.
It's a completely different thing.
Just
you know?
call it like a verse, a free verse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Free verse is better. It's a status thing too. Honestly, if I were to get on, I would be hard pressed to go up there and actually freestyle, because you got all these other dudes who are like, oh my God, he's amazing. As a rapper, you're like, all right, man.
Yeah.
I know you didn't just think of that on Funk Flex
Right.
or Sway right then and there, but I understand the pressure of, especially
Yeah.
if you're in a deal and you're like, I got to
there's
perform right
there's
here.
levels to it, right?
I
mean,
get it.
you know,
I get it.
There's people that
I'm not
do
hating on it.
writtens, which is like safe, and honestly, which is
I'd
like,
be open about it.
But there's also people that do like that have tracks, right? That can like, I know if I say this, that it gives me an opportunity to like branch out.
For
and
sure.
gives me time to think.
Everyone has their
Which
go-to
like slows it down.
phrase.
And then there's people that just literally go straight off the cuff. And like those people, that takes a whole lot of talent and a whole lot of like.
And there are, that's not me to say that nobody can do that. There are
No,
certain people that are
do it,
phenomenal
and it's impressive as fuck.
freestylers.
And that like skill, people think that like like battle rapping or whatever is like this new phenomenon, like relatively, like historically speaking, but like it's an old concept. Like poem battles and fucking like Vikings did this shit. They would like come up with like funny like little poems and like go back and forth and like roast each other. And it was a big part of their culture was like, kind of using humor to like tear each other down a little bit so that they can, be more open and explore different concepts.
Interesting.
But there's shit like that's like historical. So I think it's cool that like it takes a different form, but freestyling in general is like the hardest shit in the world to do.
Oh yeah.
It's the hard. It's so fucking hard, and people don't even want to start trying to do it, And then you'll see a lot of people on TikTok that like you probably should stop doing. But yeah, shout out Just Some Random Dude, because you absolutely took that beat for a walk. That was a clean beat. It was absolutely clean.
Oh, it's clean with a K?
Who is that?
Sure is. We can't say her name.
Thank you, Just So Random Dude. Who is that?
We can't say her name.
Who is that?
We're
Come
actually
on, man.
He won't tell us.
contractually-
I've been after him for fucking
we're
15
contractually
episodes.
obligated not to say her name.
I don't know it.
It's over there.
This is
That's
a
just some
clean
random chick.
production.
Ron's got it on his.
Just some
on his
random
phone.
chick, man. Huh?
Ron's got it on his phone.
Ron knows, but
Yeah,
I
Ron
don't
knows.
know. After all we've been
Ron's
through,
phone.
whatever.
Is that Katrina? Wow! First guess.
He said it on there. We'll bleep that. We'll bleep that.
Cut that, Jamie.
We'll bleep that.
Jamie, pull that up.
Hurricane
We'll bleep
Katrina.
that, Jamie. Yeah, Jamie, can you pull that up? Oh,
Wow.
Well-
if Ron was here, I'd be like, hit the Instagram.
yeah. Hit the Instagram. I think we're getting that note from production that it is it's time to call the cattle in.
What a way to end. Damn good.
I will ask you a closing question. What are some parting words you would like to leave with our audience and with the Roanoke music scene in general?
I think if I could say anything to maybe like, I don't want to say like the next generation, because I think that we're all essentially the same, right? Because there is no like, the older you get pushed out of music, because you fucking still make music until your fucking vocal cords stop working. I would think that it's not, as an artist, it's not your responsibility to make the consumer listen and understand your vision. It's only your responsibility to maintain steadfast optimism and operate with unwavering conviction to your artistry in order to reach that true creative freedom. So fuck what everyone else is saying. You do what you think is right, and the cream will rise to the top.
We couldn't have said that better ourselves.
I couldn't have said it better
We couldn't have said that shit.
I couldn't say it better
Yeah,
myself.
get us the fuck out of here.
That
That
was
great
absolutely
to end
incredible.
on.
Well, it is with conviction and with absolute pleasure
Oof.
that I close with our closing words. And first, thank you so much for coming. This has been
appreciate
an
you, man.
absolute pleasure.
We
Last
really
minute
appreciate
too.
you. Yes, and
Made
we
it happen,
appreciate you
though.
coming
We
in,
appreciate it.
making this happen. It's all about meeting new people, and it's all about growing this community that we have, and getting people's eyes on incredible music, and people stick around. It's
Hey,
'cause
hold
we're
on.
gonna have a little
One
bit more
time.
music.
What do we think? 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
2 or 3, 2 weeks.
September 21st. I'm in Lynchburg at the Poetic Justice Conference. September 28th, I'm in Lynchburg for the Party on Pierce. The 28th in the afternoon, I'm at the Mountain House for Flowetry. Shout out Jay Smalls. October 5th, I'm opening up for Gangsta Grass. So I'm going to plug myself. If y'all think that I ain't no fucking content creator, I ain't just rapping on Instagram, I ain't rapping on TikTok, I'm out there on stages, all right? We're outside.
Go see him.
Come see me. Come see what my face look like.
This is true.
Go see him. And you're going to see a little bit more, so don't go anywhere. But like we always say, find somebody you love. Tell them that you love them. And don't be a fucking prick. And we're out.
And we out.
Love you guys.
I told you not to go anywhere, but I had a sneaking suspicion you'd stick around to see one more performance from our friend, Just Some Random Dude. Make sure that you check out all of his music on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere that you listen to music.
Anywhere.
And what's that? I smell something. You smell it?
Oh, no.
That's
Oh,
fucking
no.
unreleased heat. That's what I smell.
God damn, it's hot.
Unreleased heat, it's hot. Biscuits and Gravy always brings you the unreleased heat, the freshest, best, most incredible music from the Roanoke Valley. And guess what? We delivered once more. This is an unreleased song from Just Some Random Dude, and it is called The Infinity Gauntlet. Enjoy.
Gauntlet time.
Yo, 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 yo. Sometimes I feel so superficial, but my shit ain't deep. My shit is dope. It's surface level, but certainly special, cause my shit ain't weak. My shit ain't woke. My shit is all of the good and the bad and the good, the ugly and pretty. They trying to force me the hell out of Dodge, and I'm like, shut the fuck up, it's my city.
Coming correct, coming on titties. My cunnilingus is so cunning and witty. My country is shitty. I run it like Hannah Conliffe and I'm comfortable up in the kidney. My shit is peak, she getting poked. My shit is geeked, I am the GOAT. My shit elite, me and wifey alone. My shit alleviated when I'm high in them lovers. I'm getting thrown for the 7-day this week. Say that you a monster, but you're really just a pipsqueak. Baby, I'm a conqueror, trying to make history. In Givenchy, going to Vinci, going the extra mile on the 6 feet. Gonna get cheddar to pile on the mince meat. Going forever while I'm in this me too. Plus I'm getting better and me getting better ain't me getting bands. Me getting better is feeding my fam. Me getting better ain't whipping a lamb. Me getting better ain't clicks on the gram. Me getting better is goddamn. Me getting better is ripping my pants and learning that making them laugh. A thing of the past like nobody watch. I continue to breaking my back. Boss man out here breaking my balls. I ain't never asking favors or y'all love the party, but today I'm on call. Taking my faults, changing my flaws, taking back for every day that I fall. Make it happen cause the baby may be crazy if I can't tote the weight that I haul. Say me your prayers. Pray before we are behaving like dogs. Pay the meter, meet her place or the mall. Maybe neither need behavior. The goal I have, trying to find God in his mind shaft. Run up my tab, monkey shine brass. Jungle fuckery, what's in his wine glass?
I don't know nothing about an open bottle under my ass.
Don't think that it's cause I'm drunk when I crash. I'm a pilot without a set flight path. I get violent when I get described as having slight wrath. I don't like that.
I'm cheap, keep in a therapy session.
I done so much bad shit, he starts to think that I'm there for confession. Father forgive me, karma chameleon, drama could miss me. Don't wanna cop marijuana, I'm dizzy. Sorry little mama, the down getting busy. Bitch, I'm a star like the top of the city. I go retarded and part of my history came from the bottom, I started like Drizzy. Now all I want is a milli. Sorry, no Diddy. They not like us really. I'm trying to be as iconic as Tilly. I don't drink no gin and tonic, I mix with her. I'm raising the bar, I'm lifting her. They take off my pants, she get in the green flags if you listen to dude. Blue face is all left on red. Bitch, I'm turning down Jefferson Street. Bitch, I'm turning up at the spot. Book me a slot, let the kid speak. I need that boy Ed on this beat. Benjamin Frank, make anyone freak. Open your eyes and then you can see. Ain't no one better than me. Ain't no one floating like this. I take a boat out to fish. Put that Hugh blow on my wrist. I made that ocean my bitch. I take that bitch out to sea. She behave or hit the rock bottom like, ooh, that finisher crazy. It's all biscuits and gravy. I need bitches to hate me. I keep attendance on maybe. Popping up is tentative, pay me, and I might decide to walk up in it. I ain't no lyrical rapper, bitch, I ain't conscious neither. Every time I'm on your speaker, random dudes sound misogynistic. I ain't learned about the birds and bees, only learned about the bitches and hoes. They always hanging me out to dry, cause they know that the kid isn't bold. I ain't here to just rhyme words, fuck I look like Citizen Cope. I've been feeling more like Citizen Kane, cinematic and remember this go. It's a Patek on my wrist so I glow. It don't actually tick with a joke. From the basement where I started with Eric, to an addict like addicted to dope. Peace and dipping like my lip got a skull. Once a Viking, now I'm fixing a.
Get off the shit and go back to the basics.
Okay, well, I got my dick in your hoe. Value circadian rhythm above any algorithm. I don't live on my phone. I go outside and touch grass. Wither wood while you whittle at home. Widow kids on a mission to vibe. Me, I'm trying to get in my zone. Infinity Gauntlet. If you ever see me with them stones, leave it alone. Hey, I could literally go on forever. I hope you're okay, and if you're not, I just hope you get better, cause I just came for the head. I literally go on forever. I hope you're okay, and if you're not, I just hope you get better. Like, oh, hey, whoa, 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 hey, hey. Oh, baby, what I came in for, I just came for the head. What I came in for, I just came for the head.
Make some noise. Make some motherfucking noise.
It's me.
The one and only Biscuits and Gravy podcast. You heard it right here. It's all Biscuits and Gravy. And it is all on you to go out and see this man perform live, bringing the energy that he brought here to a stage near you. Check out his music in the meantime. This has been an excellent episode of Biscuits and Gravy. Good night.
This is a clean production.